and welcome back to the channel. So yeah, I have a cold today. I can't go to work, so I'm just gonna make this video and maybe a little bit more because I can't really do anything else. But yeah, I was gonna shoot this video on the weekend. Unfortunately, I was too sick all throughout the weekend, and now I'm like a little better. Still whiny, but eh. So today's video, I want to talk about how I did in my first nano camp. To be fair, I don't feel like I made the best use of camp. Like I learned a lot. I did write honestly quite a bit more than I had really expected. I put myself the expectation writing 30,000 words in an absolute first discovery draft. Now I'm like, that's very, very optimistic, but I'm gonna shoot for it. On top of that, in a genre that I don't really read a lot in, I was really surprised by it, but that's where the idea wanted to go. That's where what the world wanted to be. Did I succeed? No. This is really what I expected. Like, I don't really read in that genre, so for me to write in that genre really wasn't going to work out 100%, but still wanted to do it. Like, I'm not gonna find out if I can unless I do. So the fact that I did manage to write, oh, how much was it? I think like 13,000 words. That's still quite a lot for a kind of project. Like, I'm still really, really impressed by it. So what did I learn? The world needs a lot more work. Like I expected. It's discovery draft. I was writing down ideas as they came and still need a lot of work. This is an idea that needs a lot more time in the soup. It needs a lot more cooking, but it was still fun working on it. There were some good ideas that I do really, really like with the cats and ravens, which honestly are my favorite animals and favorite birds. So I'm not surprised that they cropped up. So I need to expect that more. I do really, really like the premise of this world. I'm not so sure about the story that I was starting to write. That felt more like some kind of mystery thriller, and not that sure what like the story that was forming wasn't quite the story that I feel is the right one with the characters, particularly because one of my main characters is the Genius Loki itself, the sentient place. But the characters that I was exploring in this draft, they were more, the humans, because I had an idea of how to like reflect on the Genius Loki by using the human characters and exploring, what makes a monster. But as I said, this is an idea that needs way, way, way more cooking. And I am still really, really fond of the ideas and this like little world that I've been forming, but it needs more time. And I am really pleased about the fact that I did take the time now in April to work on this, because the other thing that this did inspire is that I feel the need to read way more in like mystery and thriller, more in the genre of what the story wanted to be, because I want to write this story, but in order to write it I need to know more about what has come before and what other people are doing, and I just don't have those tools, so now I need them. So yeah, it has inspired me to be on the lookout for writers who are writing the type of feeling or atmosphere that that I feel that this story wants to be. And I do think that I did find at least one writer who might be a good inspiration. Yeah, so now we're ending by this author, but I bought 4 of her books and 1 anthology where she has a short story. But it's Christina Henry. And I did... Okay, so the first story I found on Waterstones by her is Alice. And then I've, bought that book, and I haven't read it yet, but I flipped through it, I'm like, ooh, and I found out there's a sequel to that, so I bought that. Found out there's a trilogy, so I bought that one. And I found the anthology, and decided to order that as well, because the anthology also has Neil Gaiman, and I'm like, I mean, I think I have an idea of what kind of atmosphere Christina Henry can portray, because when I was flipping through the other books through this book, like the atmosphere, it just it's creepy. So yeah, what did I learn from camp? Definitely a bit more than I could do, but I do know that I can do a lot more than I had previously anticipated, because the best thing about camp is that I actually sat down and worked on this idea. So instead of, like, so far throughout the years when I've tried to work on ideas, I've just sat down, written the initial idea and maybe some dialogue, maybe some ideas, and then I've not worked on it anymore because I don't have a reason to. Like, I have the idea, but then I don't follow through. But because I decided to participate in April's camp, and I put myself a goal, even though I didn't meet it, the fact that I designated this time and space, set myself a working goal, I ended up with way more words than I would have otherwise. I do know that there's a lot I need to learn about the story itself, and I need to work more on the world and the ideas and what I actually want to accomplish with this story. And it did inspire me to go looking for stories that I usually don't read, because that's where the story itself wanted to go. I'm like, I'm a winner. I did not finish the things that I was going to finish and I anticipate to finish. I did not reach my set goal, but I discovered other goals. I discovered there is an idea to work on. It needs to cook more. I discovered that I don't know enough about this genre, so I need to learn about it. And I discovered that I need to find authors to read so I can learn more about how I can present the story that I want to write. So yeah, that is my ramblings in this vlog type of thing. I lost my voice like twice. So all in all, I do feel like camp worked out for me. Differently than I had planned. But I did find out quite a few other things, so I do still. Camp was a really good idea. I ended up with way more material than I would have otherwise. So honestly, if you have been wondering whether you should participate in these camps or make a camp of your own, like designate, I don't know, a week, weekend, 2 weeks, a month, whatever, to work on your day, like, this helps. Yeah, this definitely helps. So I will definitely be participating in July. Don't quite know whether I'll be working on this same story again or something else. We'll see. But definitely will be participating in July's camp. So yes. So I'm gonna go now before I sneeze again or something. Being sick sucks. So I will hopefully see you in another video of this channel. See ya. Bless bless.